Hi friends of cocktails! Have you ever used oil in your cocktails? Today we'll make two cocktails, one with olive oil and one with pumpkin seed oil. I used a special version of olive oil to make a twist on the Olivetto cocktail, a gin sour variation most popular in the state of Minnesota. But in the northeastern part of Slovenia, pumpkin seed oil is what's used most widely, so I used this regional delicacy to create a unique version of the Negroni. For my version of the Olivetto, I swapped liquor 43 for the yellow Chartreuse and rebalanced the ingredients because of the olive oil I got. The addition of 3 different natural essential oils give this cocktail a citrusy and herbal aroma. Because of the egg white, gum syrup and olive oil, the texture of this cocktail is the silkiest I've ever tried. You get a taste of olives with bitter oranges and thyme from the essential oils. The herbal notes of the Chartreuse complement these flavors perfectly, and the dryness and botanicals of the gin provide a great base for this silky cocktail as you enjoy it sip by sip. This oily cocktail got me thinking about what I could create with this pumpkin seed oil. While it's mostly used for salad dressings, this rich and nutty oil can be used for desserts or soups, or a cocktail. Infusing gin with pumpkin seed oil gives a base for a wonderful Negroni twist. I used Averna instead of Campari to blend the dark color and rich flavor of the oil. You get the herbal notes with the classic citrus aroma. On the taste, you get the nuttiness of the oil with hints of coffee, burnt caramel and dark chocolate. The combination of our infused gin and Averna lingers on the aftertaste with the toasted pumpkin seeds and cocoa, while the red vermouth brings enough sweetness to balance the dry gin. I can't decide which one is better. I'll show you how to make them, and I'd love to hear what you think. Let's start. It's cocktail time. To make both cocktails, you'll need quality gin, and I'm using the same gin I used for one of the first Cocktail Time episodes, GinRaw. While their small batch production and a unique low temperature distillation process provide a consistent, high quality gastronomic gin, I like to believe the episodes have gotten a bit better in the last year. If you want to see how I use this gin from Barcelona, created by a parfumer, a chef, a sommelier and a bartender, I'll leave a link to that. This citrusy and peppery gin with a Mediterranean elegance will be perfect for the Olivetto. But to make it a little special, I'll use something else I got from Spain. Extra virgin olive oil from Arbequina olives, enriched with a few drops of 3 different and carefully selected natural essential oils. These come in 4 combinations, with number 1 providing the best flavor profile for our cocktail: thyme, bitter orange and orange blossom. Without further ado, let's make this special version of the Olivetto. This oily gin sour has egg white, so I'll start by cracking and separating the egg. I'll add it to the other ingredients right before shaking. Even though we are doing the dry shake first, I always like to chill my shakers. 60 ml or 2 ounces of GinRaw will be just right in this bold cocktail, because of its Mediterranean and gastronomic roots. Next, add 7.5 ml or 1/4 of an ounce of yellow Chartreuse. This has a sweeter, mellower profile than the green Chartreuse, but still brings the herbal flavors. You can't have a sour without citrus juice, and I'm using lemon. Prepare the garnish first, then cut it in half and measure out 22.5 ml or 3/4 of an ounce. After that, it's time to add the olive oil. This is 99.5% extra virgin olive oil, but with a powerful taste of the essential oils. 7.5 ml or 1/4 of an ounce will be enough. We still need to balance this sour cocktail, and a rich gum syrup will add to the silky mouthfeel. 7.5 ml or 1/4 of an ounce. Then just add a drop of saline solution to enhance all of the flavors, and the egg white before shaking twice for that beautiful foamy head. In the meantime, let's talk about the Olivetto, which means olive garden in Italian. The cocktail was created by Pip Hansen in 2011 at the Marble Bar in Minneapolis. Steve the bartender recently featured Olivetto on his YouTube channel and described it as bizarre. I think this version with GinRaw, yellow Chartreuse and flavored olive oil is an even more curious concoction. Finish it off with a spray of lemon and drop that on top of the cocktail. I'll set this off to the side and make the pumpkin seed oil Negroni. Thank you. Welcome.
Thanks to all of you who got the lockdown to Cocktail Time t-shirts. There's still a couple of them available, so check out the description to grab yours before they sell out.
For this one, I didn't add oil, but fat washed GinRaw with unrefined pumpkin seed oil. Here's how I did that. To 100 ml or 3 1/3 of an ounce of GinRaw, I added 50 ml or half an ounce of pumpkin seed oil. To speed up the infusion process, I used a sous vide cooker, set to 55 degrees Celsius or 130 Fahrenheit, for 2 hours. To get similar results, you could also leave the mixture at room temperature for around 24 hours, giving it a gentle shake every couple of hours. This then needs to go in the freezer, so the oil solidifies and will be able to filter out any small drops. Don't use a blender for infusions with the pumpkin seed oil, since the generated heat will destroy its essential fatty acids, making a hazy green gin that can be separated or filtered. Once you have your pumpkin seed oil infused gin, we can make the cocktail. Since this will be a stirred cocktail, I'll start by chilling the mixing glass. Even though this is a Negroni rig, it's not an equal parts cocktail. To get a pumpkin notes throughout the strong flavors of the amaro and vermouth, I'll add 37.5 ml or 1 1/4 of an ounce of pumpkin seed oil washed GinRaw. Next, 30 ml or 1 ounce of Punta Mesa vermouth. It has a bit more bitterness than the typical sweet vermouth, which is perfect since the Averna amaro isn't as bitter as 𝗙𝗶𝗺𝗏, which would be used in a regular Negroni. 22.5 ml or 3/4 of an ounce of Averna. I'll add a bit more flavor and complexity with 2 dashes of chocolate bitters. Stir this with plenty of ice and get your glass ready. The color of the cocktail almost reminds you of the intense dark color of the pumpkin seed oil. Garnish with an orange peel, and you're ready to enjoy the evolution of flavors we created. If you can get your hands on pumpkin seed oil, you need to try this. And that's how you make 2 Cockt-oils. I've been waiting this whole time to use this pun. Just a quick update on the move. As you might have seen, we are working hard to fix up a new studio, so the episodes aren't dropping every week. But as long as you guys keep watching and making these drinks, it's always cocktail time. Cheers!